Hello and welcome to Lions TV's post-match vlog. I like to do this the day after now because at the time I'm usually pissed or so it's all spinning in my mind and stuff. So I always leave it a day. Full time, Millwall 1, Bradford 1. Was that what I predicted? No, I think I said 2-0 to us. I got a bit excited, didn't I? But yeah, full time, you can't really argue with that point. They were a good side. They knocked the ball back very nicely in contrast to us. You know, we like to play the long diagonals. It does work for us a lot of the time, as it did last week at Chesterfield. But yesterday, we did get periods of the first half where they was outplaying us. They looked very sharp and very fit. But, you know, we held our own. Unlucky, really, with the own goal. He looked dangerous, the right winger, in the first half. Second half, he still looked dangerous. He made some bad decisions though. He got a bit of stick over our side. Probably put him off his game a little bit. But first goal, great save from Archer. And parried into the path of Byron Webster. So unlucky, big Byron. I said he'd score yesterday in my pre-match, so I weren't wrong. Unfortunately for us, it was in the wrong net. We come back into it quite quickly after that. And we pushed hard. We was unlucky with a couple of attempts. I think Dave Worrell with a great cross in from out by the Barry Kitchener stand. It was a great header from Shawnee Williams and a great save from their keeper. Just touching before that happened, just as their goal came, was it handball, Steve Morrison's header? Don't know, the defender seemed to stick out his hand and they went sharp the other end and scored, which is always, I remember that happening years ago in a game. Sheffield Wednesday at home, was it? I don't know, let me know if you know. I'm sure we scored, got disallowed, they went straight the other end and scored, and we ended up going down that year, I think, instead of Wednesday, so controversial. So anyway, yeah, getting back to yesterday's game, we went in at the break 1-0 down. We came out the second half, we was on it straight away. We pushed hard for the equaliser. I think Greg Wild came close, shot, just luckily hit a defender and went wide. And I think maybe from the resulting corner we might have got the equaliser. Clearance out, Joe Martin took it lovely on his chest and he's hit one right-footed on his weak foot. Absolutely zinged it, rifled into the back of the net. Their keeper had no chance. After that, I thought we was the better side. I thought we could have, you know, they did quick and they looked dangerous, but I think we just grew into the game and we sort of overpowered them, if you will. We was unlucky. You know, we had a couple more chances. Fred got through, come on late, and got through in a great block from their fullback. And we was, you know, in the end, a point was probably a fair result. 90th minute though, Marlon Romeo, love him to death. But what was he doing there? I think if he had just knocked it out of play, I think he'd have got a bit of shit from the fans. So I think he's tried to do something half sensible. He's knocked it over his own head. Well, diagonally straight into the path of the centre forward. At one point, there were 3 people bearing down on goal. How they didn't score, I don't know. And as at the time, I didn't realise. What a save from Jordan Archer. Nothing short of sensational. He's got his hand on it. It's hit the post, and we've got a bit of luck. We deserve this. Rolled straight back into his hands. But Archer was in good form yesterday. And moving on to the team, it was Jordan Archer, who I've just covered. Outstanding in goal yesterday, I thought. Looks like his head's proper back on it now, and it looks like he wants to be at the club. Obviously getting the nice wage packet he was after. Right back Marlon Romeo, steady and solid. That error at the very end, that was almost comical from him. But yeah, no, like him, can't fault him. Left back Joe Martin. Now Joe Martin is a player that I don't really rate that much. He gives 100%, yeah, and he pops up as he did yesterday with a great goal or a great free kick as he scored against them in the playoffs last season. But I don't know, he's a bit hit and miss for me, Joe Martin. And to be fair to him, I listened to the radio on the way from the game, and Harris said that he'd been injured all week and he put himself forward to play. So fair play to Joe Martin for doing that. He had a bit of a torrid in the first half against that right winger, but say it's like Groundhog Day for him. He got his own back with a goal against them like he did in the playoff semi-final away last season at Valley Parade. Centre halves, Big Byron, couldn't do nothing about the own goal, it's just hit him. He's growing and growing in every game for me, Byron. He likes to play out the back. He's getting more and more confident. You can see it's growing inside of him. Tony Craig looks solid enough. He's a defender. He does exactly what he says on the tin. Still got a couple of hoofs in his locker, and where he maybe could be a bit more composed and play a bit of football. But did done all right. TC weren't at fault yesterday for anything. Midfield, Greg Wild left mid. Now I like Greg Wild. I think he's going to be a good player for us. He got the start yesterday. It was right. I mean, he's got that sudden change of pace, which a lot of people have probably got a chance to see him for the first time yesterday. Lovely change of pace from him. I'd tell you what else I did like. When the little right winger with a no-neck, little glass and small look, like when he was rolling around on the floor, Greg Wild was just fucking having none of it, and he's gone up to him and he was saying to him, fucking get up, and he was in his face. About 2 minutes after the game restarted, Greg Wild's absolutely crunched him. I think he's a passionate player. I think he's a proper Millwall player. On the right side of midfield, Dave Worrell, what a signing from Harris. I think he's done really, really well for us, Worrell. Again, he's got great delivery. If you look back on all the goals we've scored so far this season, he's played a hand in a lot of our goals. And he's got lovely delivery. He's got a lovely football brain as well. He'll knock the odd cheeky little ball. You know, he's got good vision. Another man with great vision is Sean Williams. I've really changed my tune. Williams is his vision is outstanding. And again, yesterday he played really well. He was unlucky not to score again with a header. He looks dangerous for Sean Williams. Ben Thompson ran himself into the ground as usual. He's close control. I was watching him yesterday with people up his arse and stuff, and he's got close controls. Brilliant, Thompson. I think he'll go on to play at a high level, if not for us, for someone else. Up front, Stevie Morrison and Aidan O'Brien. Probably not one of Morrison's greater games yesterday. Still grass, you can't knock him. And it's a good job he's a footballer, because I swear he's no brain surgeon. I saw him on the Goal Rush this morning on Channel 5. But yeah, Stevie Morrison works tirelessly for the team. Just weren't falling from yesterday, was he? Had a couple of chances which on another day I think he might have taken, but again, can't knock him. He's doing sensational this season. Aidan O'Brien. Now, Aidan O'Brien has started off well this season. I just don't, and he's been given a run up front last couple of games. I just can't work out what position's right for him. He doesn't look like he can run properly to me. It looks sort of not needing. He's not got a lot of pace, which kills him a bit because he's got a lot of skill, and I think if he had a bit more pace, he'd be dangerous. Again, I listened to Harris yesterday on the BBC London radio on the way home, and he said, he's played a lot of games, Aidan, lately, and maybe this was a game too far for him. So I think Harris knows. He's only young. He's had a great start to the season. I'm not going to knock him in the slightest, but him and Morrison up front, I know it was false. I know Gregory was injured, but it doesn't work for me. They're very similar. They're both big. They're both target men, and you need someone quick to play off the other. I know it was a false decision yesterday to have to play both, but there you go. An interesting thing that Harris said also yesterday on BBC London is he said, we know teams that are going to come here and play free in midfield. They're going to play a lot of football, and the formation we play, 4-4-2, they will outplay us for long periods and get a lot of the ball, and the fans are starting to notice that. That was Harris's exact words. So he knows, he can see what we're seeing. What he's saying there is he's happy to concede possession to teams for long periods because he thinks we can do damage in other ways. 4-4-2, it is an old school formation. I quite like it. I think, go with a formation that's strongest for you. Don't go with a formation which you think everyone's got to play, that the Mourinhos of this world have brought over. Go with a formation that you think is strongest for you. Now, what he said there is that he knows we'll get outplayed in long periods, and if he thinks he can counter that, and that's part of the plan for him, then fair play to him. I wasn't sure he was aware of that, but obviously he is. Please subscribe to Lions TV. It is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a bean. All you do is you download the YouTube app on your phone, which is free. Then you subscribe to Lions TV through that. If you haven't got an email address, they'll give you one. They're good like that. And that's it. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Come on, you Lions.